My name is Frank Archey. I'm from Champaign, Illinois. I've lived there for the past 40 years or so. I grew up in Rantoul, Illinois, where I attended middle school, high school. We grew up in a military setting. My father was in the Air Force for 30-odd years. So we grew up in a structured home with my siblings and my mom and my dad. I ended up going to Parkland College for a year right after high school, and then transferred to Grambling State University, which is an all-historical black university. I went there on a baseball scholarship, and then after that, while I was there, I actually indulged my life into different things. You know, first time away from home, and it just, you know, it was something new for me. So when I enrolled there, it just, you know, I'd never seen so many people at one place. So, you know, back in the day, you know, you can look and say, oh, wow, man, you know, he's living the great life. But, you know, I am a recovered cocaine addict. Crack cocaine was my drug of choice. You know, I thought I had it under control. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just a party cocaine user. But, you know, the devil sucked me in, and there was nothing at that point in time that I felt like I could do. So I just went with the flow, and I kept moving forward. You know, I'm like, every day, you know, the next day is going to be a new day for me, but I never saw that next day. That next day was like the same old thing over and over and over and over and over. You know, the thing was, I needed help, and I finally admitted that I needed help. I was like, well, let me try the church. Let me try the church. I had gone to rehab sessions. You know, I had gone to the 30-day clinics. I had a sponsor, but I didn't let those programs work for me. You know, so I started going to church, and my church, which is Canaan Missionary Baptist Church, was just developing a program. During that time, I had met my wife. Yeah, if it wasn't for my wife being there with me during this period, you know, I'd probably be dead. I probably wouldn't be here talking about this video or talking about this life experience for me. And so I went to the church and you know, just started hanging out there, developed some really, really good relationships. I'll never forget, I'm an usher at my church, and my good friend who I went to 8th grade with, his name is Sylvester. Sylvester said, hey man, have you ever tried hunting? He knew what my problem, he knew I had a problem. And so Sylvester Osler said, hey man, have you ever tried hunting? And I was like, bro, hunting? What are you talking about, bro? You know, I've never tried that before. And he says, just come and go with me. I'll take you. Ever since that day, 30 some odd years ago, I've been hunting. So it wasn't a couple years later, I started doing the rabbits, pheasants, squirrels, just totally enjoyed it. But then Brother Richard Atkins introduced me to that bow. And why did he do that? Because now I can't stop. I'm still going, actually. Bow hunting is freaking off the hook. Once he introduced me to that, I was just gone. I mean, I had never, ever experienced a feel of an animal coming in so close and having the opportunity to actually shoot something. It was, I mean, I had never experienced that ever, that feel. It was a feel. And so I got to thinking, I'm like, man, that's like an addiction, you know? Always craving, wanting to get that, you know, that feel again, because with your cocaine use, you're always trying to get that first hit. But with bow hunting, you know, it's kind of similar, but in a positive aspect, man. You're always chasing that feel of being able to draw back or just seeing, you know, that animal, you know, coming through the woods, coming near your stand after all the work that you put in. And so I started going to a bunch of the hunting shows, actually starting here, going to the Illinois Deer Classics. And so I was attending those every year. I ended up meeting this gentleman named Jeff Weaver, one of the owners of Novix Outdoors. And that was probably 16 years ago. And to this day, I consider Jeff one of my closest friends. And I remember Jeff saying, you know, to me, hey man, when you retire from the University of Illinois, I would love for you to be a part of our Novix team. And you know, just being an outsider, man, for somebody to say, you know, come into the hunting industry, oh my God, bro. I was like, yes. So I was rushing my years through the University of Illinois, just hoping and praying, well, man, okay, Jeff's still there, Jeff's still there, Jeff's still there. And I was able to retire from the University of Illinois after a 30-year stint. And yeah, I'm that old, but Jeff and them still had a position for me. They brought me in, and now, you know, I work in sales, and I do customer service, and you'll see me at all the consumer shows. We have a good time. The atmosphere here is just unbelievable. Everybody's, you know, takes pride in what they do. You know, whether it's building a stick, whether it's building a stand, whether it's answering the phone saying Novix Outdoors, we all take pride in what we have here. This is a family-oriented company. You know, it's a small town community. It's you know, everybody pretty much knows each other around here, but the atmosphere here at Novix is unbelievable. Everybody gets along. You know, everybody talks to each other. You know, if there's a problem, you know, we take it aside and talk about it. I truly appreciate the things that the Weaver family has given me the opportunity to be a part of. Working in this community, working in this company, you know, has really over the years kept my focus. You know, I don't think about, you know, my past history. I mean, periodically it comes up, but I look at, you know, wow, I'm working for Novix Outdoors. Any outdoorsman would love to be within this facility, but God has given me the opportunity to be here, and I don't take it lightly. You know, I put in my time. Yeah, you know, my travels are far, but, you know, being able to help a consumer, you know, talk about, you know, our product is second to none. But through the grace of God, He put my wife in my path. He put all these wonderful people in my path to make sure that I was accountable and able to, you know, talk about my story and hopefully be an inspiration to somebody. Because, you know, drugs, you know, it doesn't, I mean, drugs can have anybody. It don't have to be, you know, somebody that's been brought up, you know, in a military family. It doesn't have to be somebody that's got a lot of money. You know, people that have a, you know, come from, you know, a good family home setting. Drugs don't have a name on it, bro. I mean, drugs take any and everybody it can. So I'm here to encourage you and let you know that if you have the aspirations to do better, you can do better. It's just a matter of you finding what works for you. And for me, God worked for me.